Very pleased to meet you, and congratulations on what is an utterly compelling film, isn't it? I mean, what was it like even embarking on such a project, really?
Well, it was very exciting. We read about the story about 4 years ago, and 5 years ago now probably, and thought that it would make an amazing film. The whole research process was very rewarding, took a long time. Met with all the blokes who were in the minefield. We talked to Bob and Jem, who are Mark's parents. And it had a very sort of organic, quite slow role at the beginning. I mean, it took a while with the MOD to get them on side and sort of get the help and the, well, just the help from them that we did need right at the beginning. But thereafter, you know, we ended up with a really fantastic script put together by Tom Williams, and that enabled us to get a film financed, which is very difficult, and go off and make a film and then release a film.
I know some of the actors in it, Malachi Kirby and Ali Cook, so it's nice to see these kind of rising up and coming actors that you used as well. That must have been important.
Well, you know, part of the casting process with John and Ros Hubbard, who made a career, I think, out of finding unknowns and propelling them to becoming stars. You know, the first thing John said to me was, you want to cast this with unknowns, and actually that was handy, because we didn't have the money to pay anyone any more than that, but also because genuinely that's right for the movie. You know, these guys, the actors need to be playing guys that are the guy next door. And we did our best when we were casting to just find literally actors that came from the same sort of area, same sort of background, as close as we possibly could to the guys that they were portraying. And that, for a director, that just saved an awful lot of heartache and work, because you knew that they'd be right. They'd be bringing that sort of history with them. So the cast were incredible, and there was something about the spirit of the filmmaking that meant that, you know, everyone was committed to the movie on such a deep level. There were no complaints. There was no grumbling about working 50 degrees heat and the flies and all the rest of it. Yeah, it was hot.
Not many grumblings.
Well, I didn't hear any anyway. But you know, all the actors were so committed to it that's what made the difference. And I think the performances show that.
Absolutely, and receiving an award tonight, even though it was released last year, wasn't it? November last year. Yeah. So, how important is it for you now to get this acknowledgement still, and that momentum is still carrying on about this film?
No, I mean, the reward is absolutely fantastic, the award, and it's really important for the film. You know, the film is still out there, people are still watching it, people are still tweeting about it. It's, you know, it's amazing. You go on Twitter occasionally and you look and you see what people are saying about the film, and it is still making this huge mark on people, and, you know, people are going, have I never heard of this film, and it's amazing, and, you know, watch it, and that is very rewarding. You know, that is just very rewarding.